Hi, my name is Steve Nomura. Today, let's talk about what the low risk strategy is. Especially when you start this business, sometimes you don't have enough fund to do real estate investment business. And then many people say, I don't have money, that's why I cannot do this business. But that was totally wrong. Okay? There are lots of things you can do without enough fund. So my conclusion is this: especially if you start this business, then you don't know so much about entire strategies. Let's focus several simple, easier strategies. One is wholesaling, another one is lease option. Those two strategies are basically very low risk strategies. This is the reason. When you do wholesaling, there's several ways to do. Actually, I think there's 4 ways to do wholesaling, but 2 major wholesale method is assignment and double closing. Then, of course, you have to get the huge discount to do wholesale. Also, especially these days, you have to choose a certain area so that you can sell quickly to the cash buyer. And wholesale deal is basically you're gonna get the huge discount. Sometimes distressed properties, sometimes not so distressed, but still needs kind of cosmetic work. If you buy those properties with a huge discount, you can make a contract and then you can assign this contract. In other words, you can sell the contract to the end buyer. Then this is called assignment of the contract. This is one method of the wholesale. Then end buyer gonna put in your shoes, and then they're going to close a deal. You can get the assignment fee. And in this scenario, basically, you don't need to have such a big amount of money. Maybe when you make a contract, you're going to put some kind of down payment. Could be small amount of money. This is one way of doing. If you make more money in a wholesale deal, like $8,000, $9,000, more than $10,000, maybe you should do double closing. In this case, of course, you're going to put some down payment, make a contract, but basically, before you close your own portion of the deal, we often say A to B closing, you're going to find the C end buyer, cash buyer. You're going to make a contract with the C buyer, ask them to put the down payment in the escrow, which is more than your down payment to the A seller. Then you're going to set the closing date with the C buyer. Then you're going to close your A to B transaction before 1 day or 2 days before your B to C transaction. This scenario also your portion of the payment is down payment. Could be a few $100, $500. You don't need to put such a big amount of down payment in this double closing. Also, if you charge down payment more than your down payment to the seller, then you're going to make that down payment non-refundable. You don't lose money, right? In this scenario, you can say that wholesale is very low risk strategies. And then another strategy that I always recommend to a new investor to do is lease option. Lease option itself could be acquisition strategies and exit strategies. Many people don't know how to buy properties using lease option. Then lease option, you should use these strategies when you buy nice house, which means maybe no serious work, almost no repair necessary to move in. Even there's some repair, maybe it should be a few $1,000s, not more than 3% of your purchase price. That is a very nice, pretty house. If you're gonna make a contract with the owner, then sometimes owner is flexible to wait to be paid off. Then you're gonna make a contract, then you're gonna assign the contract to the C buyer. You have to know that there are many people who want to buy a house because they have some income, but sometimes they don't get the loan approved yet. Self-employed people, or sometimes people move in the area recently, they are not so, they don't have any long history to be part of the city. If that's the case, sometimes they don't get the loan approved quickly. That's why those people want to buy a house, but they can't get the loan. Therefore, they need some time, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. During the period, those people get the loan approved, they're going to buy from the owner. This is target buyers for your lease option assignment. In this case, you're going to buy with the lease option, but you have some certain period to find the end buyer, lease option purchaser. Then you're going to assign the contract. This is another way of wholesale. In this scenario, of course, you're going to put some down payment to the A buyer, but you don't need to put such a big amount of money. Therefore, this is also a very low risk strategies. Therefore, when you start business, of course, any business, there are risks, especially real estate, there's a huge risks. That's why you have to be careful how to do this business. Then you have to minimize the risk. But from the strategy perspective, okay, wholesaling and real estate, wholesaling and lease option, those two strategies are relatively low risk strategies. That's why if you start this business right now, I recommend you to start those two strategies first and then move on to another strategies. If you found this information is helpful, please click the like button. Also, if you have any questions, comments, please leave it in the comment section. And also, please click subscribe for future videos. Thank you very much.